Next, we are going to look at a few shortcuts when you are actually recording, or also you could do this when you're mixing. We're going to create a new session real quick. So we're going to create. Let's create 12 new tracks, right? So we have 12 tracks, and you see here in your I/O up here, you have it going from 1 through 12 right now. This depends on how many I/Os you have, how this is sorted out. Usually it goes from 1 to the number of I/Os. So if I were to undo this or delete these guys, to get the new track window, you can hit Command, Shift, and N. We're going to create 18 new mono audio tracks, and you're going to see what happens. So we go through 1 in the interface through 16. You see how they're currently, they have yellow because they're active in somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here's in the end is 16. You see we have 16 over here. After 16, since we run out of inputs in our interface, it goes back to 1 and maintains that, right? So what if I wanted all to be on the same input? Well, we can go in and hold down Option, click, and if we hold on Option and you click on anything, they all switch. You see how they all switch to 2, right? Well, that's not usually good. So if we hold on, because then every single mic is going to be on 2. So then what I can do instead is hold down. I'm going to hold down. If I hold on Option 2 and click on anything, it selects everything or deselects it. But now I'm going to hold down from 1 to 14. We do because we're going to do 14. I'm going to hold down Option, Command, and then I'm going to click and do 1. Now what happened there is it cascades this. It means it actually, previously here my inputs were the same. Now it's going through, for the selected region here, it's going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. until we reach the maximum level there, right? Okay, so again, if I want to go back and I want this to be all on input 10, there you go, input 10. Everything is on input 10. Everything I've selected up here. And cascading again, that means it goes from 1 through, or actually you're starting. So I start at 5. It goes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, etc. until it reaches 1, and then it repeats that. So this is very useful if you're going to have 1 through 8 on a certain track, and you're selecting here. Say you have something plugged into 1 through 8, and I create new tracks, and I have 5 new tracks, and here are my 5 tracks. They're actually at 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1. So instead, I'm going to select them, Option, Command, and wherever I start, it starts from there and goes up. So in this case, maybe we start it at input 1. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's very useful when you're trying to set up your session to record. You want to change your output here. This is actually an incorrect output setting, but usually you want to set your output, or you might need to bus a certain amount. So if I have 1 through 8 over here, I want to bus these to all to 1 and 2. You see how everything gets selected here? 1, 2, which is not correct. It basically messed with my entire settings. To do that, I need Option, Shift, Command, and now you can actually select the ones that you selected. So the ones that I selected right now are 1, 2, they're basically cascaded 1 through 16, right? Or Option Shift, if I hold Option Shift, it will do the same bus for the ones that are selected. So the command in this case is the one that allows me to do a cascading, meaning it goes in order. The option is all, and the option shift will be the selected. So say these three are guitars. Right now they're not labeled because I just made it, but option shift and then bus 5 6. That gives me now these 4 tracks: 5 6, 5 6, 5 6, 5 6. So that's a very, very useful thing when you're tracking guitars, but also if you're starting to bus things. I want to bust these out to a stereo bus, an auxiliary. So I have that here, and I can call this guitars. So before, that's how I spell guitars. So before I actually send this out, I'm going to a different bus, so they will first come in here, and I have to bust them, right? And then from here, I can rename this bus and call this the guitar aux or something like that. That I know. These are my guitar auxiliary. It comes out here and then goes out. Changing parameters on everything is holding down the option, etc. So hopefully that was a useful lesson.